everyone, it's Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. I'm so glad you guys are here because it's time for another video in my March 2022 masterclass on quick and easy fun folds. Oh my goodness, if you like cards that have some movement, we're going to create an easy swing card. This is one of those cards that when you send it and when that recipient gets that card, they're going to go, "How did you do that?" We're just going to tell them it was super hard, but I'm going to teach you the tips and tricks on how to make it super easy. So let me show you the cards we're going to create today. I love the action that a swing card provides. I thought this one was very soft and pretty, but I have a little more whimsical card to share with you. This one, I used a different die set, but again, the same measurements will work for both. The scallop contours dies. I love these. I think scallops just make everything a little more fun. So we're going to be working with these, but let's talk about the cardstock you need. And guess what, my friends? It does not take a lot of cardstock to create our card. So I have here 3 pieces of very vanilla cardstock. I have a piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. That's for the inside of the card. These 2 are for my scallops. They can be scraps, but I've cut mine. It's just an 1/8 of a sheet here. So I've got 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then my card base is a classic 4 1/4 by 11 inches. So half a sheet of 8 1/2 by 11. I have 2 score lines here. I have a score line at 2 3/4 and a score line at 5 1/2. And you can see that's where we're going to get our fold. So basically we fold it in half and fold it back. All right. Very, very simple. All right. So let's bring those dies back in because we got to figure out which one we want to work with. So you can pick up a die and lay it down and I go, "Oh, that's a little big. I have plenty of room. I could use this one. I think I'm going to go one step smaller." So let's go down to the next size. And yep, that looks just about right. That gives me a really nice border all the way around. But as long as you're not coming up all the way to the sides, you can use whichever die size that you want. So that's what we're going to go with. Now we're going to bring in our die cutting machine. And let's talk about the plates. So we need our base plate. This is our thick plate, base 1. We are working with a thin die, so we want plate number 2. Then let's add a cutting plate 3. Then we're going to bring in our cardstock and our die. Now's where I'm going to teach you that easy peasy method for creating the swing card. So I want to center up this die in my cardstock. Now, with this being a scallop, it is pretty easy. I can see the edges of that scallop. I know right where I need to be. If you find that that's a struggle or you're using a die that you don't know where the center is, look at this. I cut out of just some scrap copy paper. Actually, it's just copy paper. This is a great way to use up your junk mail or something. To just use this as a template. So there's a copy paper template. I will simply fold it in half. Oh, look at that. I now know where the center of my frame is of my die. And I'm just going to line that up right there on that score line. That is pretty easy. Now I can go ahead and lay this on top if I want, because remember, this is just copy paper. If it gets destroyed, it does not matter to me. But we're going to line that up. In fact, I can even line that up there in the die as well. But that's going to allow me to see and get that centered up. Now, here is the key. Are you ready? I'm going to take my second plate and I'm going to line that plate up also right there with that score line. Okay, see how it's sitting right there? What that's going to ensure is when I run this through my machine, this can't cut because I don't have that plate on there. What's going to cut is just right here. And guys, I promise you, it's easier than you think. But I'm going to stop for just 1 second because if you feel like you struggle, maybe you struggle with getting that die to sit straight while you're working, here's my next tip. I am going to take some Scotch tape, and what I want to do is I want to de-stickify this. So I'm going to stick it to my jeans. You can stick it to just about anything, it's fine. But now it makes this, it's not going to stick to my paper and hurt my paper in any way. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay that right there. Okay, now I don't have to worry. The die is stuck down. That little piece of cardstock is stuck, or copy paper, I'm sorry, is stuck down. We're all good. So now I can work with it. I'm not going to stress over it. So that's a tip if you struggle with that. Let me go ahead and bring in my machine. All right, so the area I want to cut is going to be over here to my left. And I'm actually going to slide this all the way down to the edge of my cutting plate, okay, on my machine. Now I'm going to lay that top cutting plate right there, right on that score line. I'm now going to push this into my machine. Of course, I feel the machine grabbing it, but you can see because that top cutting plate sits right there, it's only going to cut that spot. So I can run it through. Yes, you're going to hear that big pop, and that's fine. And now watch what happens when we remove this and we remove that tape. Be very careful. But like I said, it's not going to tear the paper because we de-sticktified it. And remember, you could also use washi tape or painter's tape. And then if I wanted to make another one, I could even save that as a template. But what I want you to see is now how my card is, I've only cut out this area, and you can see how that's going to kind of go flat. But we need a way to make that happen. So we're going to bring in our die again. And we have those two pieces of cardstock in Very Vanilla. I want to die cut 2 of the identical frames. This is where we're going to come in and start working on our stamping. So we're going to take a break from cutting. Let's do some stamping. I'm going to go with the Elegantly Said stamp set today. I think this one has just some absolutely gorgeous pieces to it. I'm going to start with one and a Pool Party ink pad. And I'm actually going to use that great, big, fabulous kind of swirly there. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to stamp here in one corner, ink it up again. I'm going to rotate it around and stamp there in the opposite corner. So that one, that's decorated. That's good to go. How about this one here? This is going to be for the front. So I think I'm going to take one of the that smaller flower that's in this stamp set. I will stamp that right there. It needs a great sentiment. So let's bring in a soft suede ink pad. And I'm going to say, life has changed for you, but my love and support never will. We're going to stamp that right here off to the side. And you know what? While we're doing our stamping, I'm going to go ahead and stamp here on the inside piece. And I'm going to use that great swirl once more. I don't want to take up too much room, so I'm going to stamp kind of off. I just want to get just a little bit of that to show there on the inside. At this point, if you want to add anything to this panel, because remember, this panel is going to show, all right? So I'm going to take, it's got this great little kind of lacy piece. I'm going to come back in with that Pool Party, and let's go ahead and add that here to the end. We're just about ready to put our card together, but I wanted to give you a quick reminder about my free download for today's card. You can print it, you can save it to your computer. I have the measurements, I have the supply list, I have a link to where you can order any of the supplies that you need, and a link to this video. So if you need to come back and watch it again, you can. Where to find that download? Just look down in the YouTube description. I've got a link that'll take you right to my blog post for today. Download it and save it. Okay, let's put some cards together. I'm going to put adhesive here on the back of the front image, and you see it's just going to lay right on top of that swing. So easy, right? I know it's one of those cards you think it's going to be hard, but I'm telling you, we try to keep it easy peasy around here. So I simply line that up in my die cut area, line it up on the other side, boom, boom, that one is done. Let's open it up. We're going to repeat that with this one right here, because that kind of gives us something this just wasn't very attractive to me, so I wanted to go ahead and just add another one right there. Again, it's just so easy. It just sits right on top. I can add the middle, the inside of my card, and that's where I'm going to write my message. Now, when you write your message, you want to make sure you're writing your message over here, because we don't want any writing to show here. So we can write, we've got this space here. You just kind of want to pay attention when you're writing where you can put your message. We're going to add one last thing to this, and actually I'm just going to go ahead and bring in my original. And you see here, I added a pool party sheer ribbon bow up there at the top, added a couple of pearls just to give it a little nice bling. It's just such a soft card. And so I thought those pearls just set it off nicely. Now, this card, of course, was created with the scallop contours dies. But what if you don't have those? Okay, well, let's talk about another version of the card. And this one was done with the stitched rectangle dies. Can you see that something's a little bit different on this one? Do you notice I have a border here instead of this card where I lined it up exact? This one, I created my center image and I went down a size. And guys, you can do that too. So again, you're going to use the exact same method I taught you before, where you're going to cut. You're going to line up your plate here on the side. Some things about this one that I thought were kind of fun. I decided to stamp all around I'm going to call that the swing part, you know, my little swing opening there. So you can stamp more on that if you'd like. And then again, I just created that with the nuts about you. I'm sorry, that is nuts about squirrels. So yeah, I just used this stamp set. See, that little leaf was already in there. I used the sentiments from that set as well. Hey there, hope you're feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And you notice my little squirrel here on the side, I could easily see where I could cover that up. So I didn't have to worry about any of that squirrel kind of peeking through. So there we go. Quick, easy, step-by-step guide for swing cards. They do not have to be intimidating. I always say, if you're a little unsure, practice on some scrap paper, some copy paper, you know, maybe some piece of cardstock that you really messed up on. I save those things whenever I'm trying something new. And if this card is new to you, I hope that you'll give it a try with some of that. But you know what? Don't let this one intimidate you. It's fun and it is easy. I hope that you enjoyed today's card. If you did, would you show me some love by giving me a thumbs up on YouTube? Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, well, why not? Click the great big red subscribe button so YouTube can let you know whenever I'm back with a new video. I'd love to have you here. That's all for me. Go make some swing cards and send them to some friends. With you again soon, my friends. Bye-bye.